guess we'll have to make do with what we made, buddy. Sometimes creators like us, sometimes you just make some, not so perfect freestyles.
Sometimes you got to make chicken soup with cinnamon poop.
Yes. And today we made some cinnamon poop, but it's okay because that's the point of freestyle rapping.
Yeah.
You mess up a little bit. It's improv. It's off the top of your head.
I'm afraid that sometimes the freestyle brings out a lot of hate in me. Anytime there's some violence that happens, anytime there's violence involved in the freestyle, I just start getting crazy. And I just start feeling, I don't know, it's just, if I was a rapper, the best flows that I would ever have would probably be about eating people.
Yeah.
And using them as a puppet while putting my hand up into their asshole.
Yeah. When I'm freestyle rapping, I know, why is it so much easier to freestyle rap about eviscerating somebody, eating their innards, killing somebody, fucking somebody's corpse? Why is it so much easier to rap about all of that stuff? I'm asking you.
I think it's because it's so outrageous that it's really funny to do. I think for us, it's just a hilarious thing to say.
Yeah.
So then we just get more into it. If it makes us laugh, then we're going to get more into it.
Yeah. It is like, I'm just trying to say some shit to you that gets you so caught off guard that you're just like, what the hell? Do you think that me and you find each other funny actually? Or we find each other's brains funny that each other's brains can come up with the most off the wall stuff?
Yeah, I think it's always a surprise. I think that's mainly what it is.
So we're just trying to surprise each other all the time.
Because when you're around someone for so long, even say you're with a significant other for so long, which we haven't really been with our girlfriends for that long, really. In comparison to our friendship, they don't even know us yet.
That is true.
It's
100% true.
It's isn't it crazy how we'll have sex with our girlfriends
and be thinking about each other?
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
You're my best friend.
But I'll be like, sometimes I do. I'll be having sex with my girlfriend, and I'll be like, dude, Jake came up with this funny thing the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I wonder what he's came up with today. I haven't seen him yet. I'm gonna text him later.
Yeah, I was really into some passionate sex the other day, and I was thinking, man, Poppy really did a really good job shooting the ball into the goal in Rocket League the other day.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something that's always on my mind.
But it's an instinctual thing. You can't help it. I mean, we've technically been friends for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
Technically. Arithmetically.
Yeah. And so it's kind of funny how you and I have had sex with our girlfriends that we basically barely know. And you and I don't even have sex.
Yeah.
Imagine if you and I, dude, no, I'm not trying to be gay about it.
Yeah, okay.
But
let's hear it, buddy.
You're my best friend.
If we did,
oh, dude,
I think we'd actually end up in a different dimension.
Correct.
If we banged, because we would be like, we would already know each other's rhythm.
Yeah.
And we would be like, oh man, yeah, this is great.
Like,
but then we'd keep trying to catch each other off guard. Be like, ha ha ha, dude, you're going
punch,
dude. Yeah, you're like, oh man, you're going 50 beats a minute instead of 49, like I thought you would.
Yeah. Or just get mad at each other and be like, what the fuck, dude? You said 50 beats a minute. I'm trying to
come.
I'm trying to be like 150 beats a minute, and you're over here being lazy.
Yeah, I don't think edging is definitely for women.
Maybe.
Not for me, dude. I don't like to be edged.
Yeah. I'm not into it either.
The only reason I edge is because I want to actually last longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah. Sometimes you come in 30 seconds. Sometimes you come in 30 minutes.
That's life.
Yep. And that's in any goal you're trying to arrive at.
Just realize that in life, when you try to do something, it's going to be twice as hard. A good thing is going to be twice as hard as what you expected it to be. So if you're trying to treat your lady out there really, really nice, it's going to be twice as hard to treat her that nice.
Yeah.
Because you think she deserves the most. And
Yeah.
here you are, going 150 beats per minute, but really what she needs is 50 beats a minute.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, she just needs you to fall asleep inside of the coochie.
Yeah. I guess.
You ever done that? You ever just fall asleep inside of it?
No. Never.
You're missing out.
It's interesting. You've done that?
Oh, yeah.
You fell on asleep inside of it.
Yeah, just like, and I just go to sleep that way. Slide the panties aside.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, and I just kind of let it be. Kind of just soak in there.
Whoa. Interesting.
I sleep and soak.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dick's called the sleeper soaker.
Yeah. I've heard that from other people that know you personally, like really personally.
I've never done it with anyone besides my significant other now. I've never sleeper soaker.
Yeah, she's got a blog all about it.
She has a blog.
I've read it. I've read it a lot.
Oh, that's not meant for you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'll stop reading it then. I think it's time for the part of the show where we do some improvisational freestyle rapping. Are you ready for this, bud?
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to frickin' make a damn bop.
Well, I'm about to reach my hand into the hat of inspiration and pull out a prompt. Would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first?
Just go first already. Your hand's daggone dipped in the
Good, because
it's dipped in the damn gravy.
I'm feeling a good one. Whoops, I dropped it. Getting into a fight is my prompt.
What could have possibly been so bad that you dropped it accidentally?
It's definitely not as good as getting into a fight.
Oh my God.
Draw something out of the hat of inspiration.
Trying. I didn't know that we could just drop it.
You can't, but if you drop it, then you drop it.
Electrocution.
Drop it. That's too good of a one. That's too good of a one for getting into a fight. Save that one. Drop it. We each both get 2 chances today.
Rib cage.
Okay.
I thought I said cabbage when I picked it up.
Oh, I wish we had cabbage. Okay. Sounds like we're going to do some freestyle rapping about
See, that one, the first one was better.
Uh-huh. That's too good. If you get 2 things that are too good, that's too good of a rap, and the world's not ready for that.
Okay, rib cage it is.
Getting into a fight and rib cage. Go.
Sometimes you have to fight for your life.
What's up? It's the Shaolin Trap God. Motherfucker coming at this rap hard. The other day I just got done getting in a fart. Not a fart, I meant to say a fight. This guy, his name was fucking Mike. He came up to me and he was riding a bike, and I didn't like that. I thought that was not alright. I thought it was lame that he chose to ride a bicycle in the right lane. So I got out of my motherfucking Mazda, honked at him twice, then I said, hey, I'm hostile at you, motherfucker. I'm pushing you, what you gonna do, motherfucker? And he backed out because he was a motherfucking sucker.
Four-wheel gang, driver boss does mine. I drive a motherfucking Mazda. He's riding a bicycle, bitch. 2 wheels is really dumb. 4 wheels is the way I go, hun. Cause I have plenty of space for my guns, and for my bombs, and for my knives, and for your moms. And I don't like you on your bike. I want to stab you with a knife. I want to take your fucking life. Execution on the fucking road, bitch.
Execution on the fucking road,
4
bitch.
wheels.
Execution on the fucking road,
4
bitch.
wheels.
Execution on the motherfucking
4 wheels.
road, bitch. pushed each other, and he pushed me back, and then I pushed him forward, and then he pushed me back, then I pushed him again, and then he went whack. He fucking punched me in the fucking crack. What? Because I dodged it so quick that I turned around and got hit right in the tailbone. Oh, darn shit. I'm gonna have to put an uppercut in it. An uppercut to the motherfucking rib cage. I hear a fucking crack and he went in a rage. Then I said, motherfucker, you better back the fuck up. You fucking slave. You're a slave to me. I'm fighting you, G. You can't get away from this knife, and you see, it's in between your ribs, and I'm gonna be about to be 6 feet deep in them cheeks.
You're 6 feet down while I'm 6 feet deep in your ass. Boom, boom, boom. 6 feet down while I'm 6 feet, 6 inches in your brown. Down in the back of the town, going up and down, up and down. Fucking your corpse.
Fucking a corpse.
Fucking a corpse. Fucking a corpse. Got him fucking a corpse.
Dude, what did you get into today?
Dude, it's just, I was thinking about all kinds of stuff today. You know, I was thinking about how I was talking about today with people about how everybody buys blue check marks and how Instagram made $660 million off of people who just wanted to be verified. That's pretty stupid. I thought about that. I was actually thinking about AI today. And you know how we were talking to the AI thing today, the chat GBT or whatever it was. We were talking to that a little bit. Apparently a cougar will still beat 1 million snails in a fight. Or no, a cheetah.
Yeah, so explain that a little more.
So you ask chat GBT, you say, hey, ask it a random question, and then it gives you a really good descriptive answer. Whether it can actually answer it accurately or not, you can't just ask it nonsense.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not funny, but if you ask it a certain thing, it's like, oh, you know, if a cheetah did fight 1 million snails in a fight, if it fought it in a fight, then most likely the cheetah would win, because snails don't really have honestly a competitive spirit is what I took from it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think cheetahs are very competitive because they cheat.
Yeah.
They're so competitive that they'll cheat.
Their name is literally Cheetah.
Yeah, cheetah. Like they're a cheetah.
I'd never get in a relationship with a cheetah.
No, honestly. And can you imagine? There were 4 of them. The cheetah girls.
Yeah. I'm sorry to the ex-boyfriends of the cheetah girls, but I'm sure it was a rough time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was probably horrible.
But what you were describing,
you walked right into it. You walked right into it.
What you were describing was the Chat GPT AI, where like you can ask it anything in the whole wide world. We did ask it if a cheetah could kill 1 million snails, or would 1 million snails kill the cheetah, and said the cheetah would still win. Which I also agree with you with the competitive spirit thing. If the snails did have competitive spirit, obviously they would win. That's a lot of snails.
Well, that's a huge team. That's a lot of teamwork. I mean, 1 million snails. I mean,
death by 1,000 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine death by 1 million snails. They'd just take a little bite at you, but still, after a while, dude, it'd fuck you up.
Did you still have that on your phone?
I think so. Let me double check.
So
I'm gonna get on chat.
I've been thinking about some more things. I've been thinking about some more things. You know, snails just don't have a competitive spirit, but do you know what small and does have a competitive spirit?
What?
Bees.
Okay.
A cheetah versus 200,500 bees.
What's that? 200,000 bees?
Mm-hmm. I want to know if a cheetah,
I think,
could fight off 200,500 bees. Do you think it would? Do you think the bees are going to win?
200,500 bees.
Yeah.
Like what kind of bees? It's going to ask that.
Wasps.
Okay. Who would win in a fight, a cheetah or 200,500 wasps?
I'm ready.
I'm waiting.
Oh, is it loading?
Yeah, sometimes I have to do it twice. Okay. So asking AI who would win in a fight, a cheetah or 200,500 wasps? It says it's impossible to say for sure,
Oh
as
my
the
God.
scenario you have presented is highly unlikely and difficult to compare. However, there are some factors to consider. Cheetahs are known for their speed, agility, and hunting powers, and are powerful predators. They are capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves, such as gazelles and antelopes. Wasps, on the other hand, are aggressive and territorial insects with a powerful sting. While a single wasp may not pose a significant threat to a cheetah, a swarm of 200,500 wasps could be more than formidable. The combined venom from the stings could potentially overwhelm the cheetah system, causing it to go into a shock or even die. Overall, it's difficult to say who would win in this scenario. If the cheetah was able to avoid the swarm and attack individual wasps, it could potentially emerge victorious. However, if the wasps were able to swarm and overwhelm the cheetah with their venomous stings, they could come out on top.
So basically the AI said if a cheetah can like hide and just take out
One at a time.
one at a time, not two at a time or three, a cheetah would have to basically go
I don't care what that AI says. 200,500 wasps are going to kill any animal. Any animal.
Okay. Let's ask. What could 200,500 wasp stings kill?
I'm not going to ask.
Why?
I'll go with it.
Because it's going to say that's a highly unlikely scenario, but 200,500 wasp stings could kill most things, depending on the factors of environment. It's going to say a bunch of shit like that.
It is kind of bullshit.
I mean, I think
Is there anything real that we need to ask it? That we need to know? I mean, we have it's literally, AI is like God at your hands.
Yeah.
It's God in your hands telling you like we asked it what the meaning of life was and it didn't tell us. It's kind of like how religion is. It's kind of like that AI is kind of like how all religion kind of dances around what the real meaning of life is.
Yeah.
And
It is kind of like that because also within the AI's like rules, like how it's programmed, it won't talk about anything vulgar or mischievous or naughty. So anytime you ask it something dirty, it will be like, nah. And that's kind of how religion is as well.
Yeah.
You talk about blowjobs in religion, and
there's not one verse about blowjobs in religion.
Nope. I know. There's not one account of a blowjob in the Bible or the Quran.
Now that the latter is definitely surprising.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's verses in the Bible that say, "Man who lays with sheep, boop boop beep."
I don't know if it says that or not.
Well, it says a man who lays with the livestock must.
Is there something in the Bible about the man who lays with livestock?
I think so.
Holy shit, I'm gonna have to look into that later.
The man who lies with lambs don't give no dams.
That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm. Man who prefers a fuzzy butt. I don't know. What would they?
Is a lazy slut.
It's a dirty, dirty slut.
So, dude, a lot of our content from last week's podcast, well, not a lot of it, but two of our things from last week's podcast involved me going to Costa Rica. As you know.
I should actually force you as some sort of punishment to come.
To Costa Rica.
As you know, I have scrapped the trip.
Toss it.
It's had to get it out of here.
That's okay.
With the upcoming events of me buying a house, yeah, I just I'm not going to be going to Costa Rica, but maybe
That's because his
because
shit's
of
in
that
order.
happening, maybe because that's happening, maybe I can kill some coyotes in West Virginia now. Maybe I can pour some soap in my pee hole.
Maybe you should pour some pee in your soap.
I've definitely done that before. I've experienced that in West Virginia. I was planning on doing that in Costa Rica.
Question: do you pee in the shower every time?
No, not every time.
What?
No.
No. What?
What?
I can pee before I get in the shower, in the toilet, get in the shower, and then I still pee in the shower.
I feel like every time I pee so much. So every time if I pee in the shower, it fills up the tub before it can drain out. The amount of liquid exiting my body is more than it can go down the drain.
No, that's not true because your urethra would have to be bigger than the drain.
Dude, my urethra is enormous.
How big?
Picture a pee-wee football.
It's shaped like a football?
No.
Like it's wide like this?
No, a pee-wee
with
football
points
is
on the
like
side?
this big. That's how big my urethra is.
That's not a pee-wee football. That's like a Nerf ball. It's like a Nerf football.
Okay, it's this big. This is how big my urethra is. Nerf ball sized.
Dude, that's nothing.
Okay, how big's your urethra, big boy?
It's bigger than that.
How big? Show me with your hands. You're not even that big. I'm looking at your bulge right now, and it's not that big.
Mine is as big as whenever you do the M for YMCA. That's how big mine is.
Jesus Christ. That's a lie, but okay.
But no,
Poppy.
so you really don't pee every time you get in the shower?
Not every single time, but I pee in the shower.
That's what? Do you not? What, you don't pray in the shower either?
I pray sometimes in the shower, I guess.
Let me guess. You don't even scrub your taint with soap.
Yeah, I do.
Let me guess again.
Okay, on the internet, like there's a bunch of girls who think that guys just don't wash their buttholes. I'm a guy who washes his butthole.
Oh, I have to wipe. Well, one, I have to wipe my butthole, and two, I absolutely have to wash my butthole. Otherwise, if I didn't wash my butthole for 2 days, when I'd walk, you'd hear crunching between my butt cheeks.
Yeah, I think that's every guy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to walk. My butthole hairs would be tied together. It would like cinch me up in the back, and I would have to like waddle like a penguin,
like a Velcro man.
Yeah. I mean, then I would bend over. I would bend over, and my butt would rip apart.
We do not want that to happen to you.
No, but that's how it is. So I can't. But seriously, I cannot believe that you even halfway think that you don't pee every single time. You don't just like automatically go, oh man, warm water. Let me just pee real quick.
No, I just.
I think everyone else in the world realizes how crazy that is, except for you.
I mean, here's my thing. I feel like there was a time where I was peeing in the shower pretty often.
And what changed?
Whenever, like, if you like put too much hair, like if you get hair in your drain and it starts to like slow drain, you pee in that and then the water slow drains. And basically you're just standing in your own pee, and it kind of grosses me out. Not that I have a slow drain right now, but in the past I have. So I think the trauma from me standing in my own pee water has scarred me a little bit.
I don't see how. I mean, I've peed while taking a bath. Just like I have bubbles all over me, and my wiener comes up, and I pee straight up. It's like a little yellow fountain, and I just go woo, and then I pee on myself a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're in the water and you pee. Yeah, if the whole thing is pee at that point.
No, that's not true. If it was all pee, that means I would have had to pee in that tub for days and days and days.
All
and
of
then
that collection of water, dude. There's water in your pee.
It's a percentage of pee. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's all pee, and it's all water.
Yeah.
And it's all urine.
Yeah.
And it's all poppy.
It's like H2. It's like H2OP.
Yeah, that you're bathing in H2OP.
Yeah, H2O, and then a P on the end because there's one partition P for every H2O.
Oh, I'm flying with you, bro.
So it's like 50% P probably.
Yeah.
And then there's also H2O within that the P as well. So it's like H for OP.
Yeah.
Maybe C3PO.
So do you think it's a good thing to continue to pee in your bathtub while you're in there?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I clean it that way. Like my urine's more acidic, so it cleans the sides of the walls.
I do believe that your urine is acidic. Mine's a base.
Mm-hmm. Well, yours is very basic.
Yeah. No, it's a base.
Yeah.
Not base. I mean, it is basic technically, yeah.
Your pee,
but it ain't basic.
Your pee gets a chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks. Is what your pee does.
You mean a white chocolate?
It gets a pink drink.
Yeah. And your pee doesn't even go to Starbucks.
Mm.
Your pee drinks water only.
Yeah.
But you don't drink water only.
My pee rains. Is how acidic it is.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you. I want to tell you something. I had an idea. It's funny how we went on. All I wanted to know is if you peed in the shower as much as I did. Apparently you don't. Now all I want to do is change the topic to AI again.
Yeah.
Because, I had this thought. So like a lot of people are really upset with, the amount of AI that's happening, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's going to take everyone's job and stuff, and it's going to make school, it's like people aren't even going to have to learn anymore because it's just like all the AI will do their essays and you can't prove that it didn't. There'll be something that changes that. But anyways, you know, you go to the gas station and you don't even have to go to a person anymore, and people are like, oh my gosh, it's taking the gas station people's jobs. Oh no. Minimum wage people don't have any way of making money anymore. Guess we'll just have to get money from the government, right? You know, you hear people talk like that. Well, my thought was, you know, there's a lot of people that we know that aren't having babies. You know, when our parents were young, everybody was just freaking having babies. Just fucking babies over here and just some babies over here, and there's babies on the ground, babies up in the attic, you know. And now nobody's really having very many babies. So like the population is eventually going to go down, which I think needs to happen because there's too many people on Earth. So we're going to need artificial intelligence just to keep up, because we're going to need these jobs filled with AI because we're not going to have as many people on the Earth.
Yep.
I mean, how am I going to get my freaking fast break and Rain energy drink from the Circle K if there's no AI there, because there's not enough people? Everybody's wanting to buy the drink.
Right. Everybody wants the drink. Nobody wants to sell the drink.
No.
I'm cool with going to the gas station and having you, my buddy, buy a Reese's Fast Break and a Rain energy drink all by him damn self.
Yeah, I'm fine with
And
that.
if anybody takes that away from you, I'll throw a fit. I'll have a bitch fit.
Well, what I'm saying is that, you know, eventually there's going to be less babies, which means there's less people. Less people means less people to fulfill jobs, such as the pointless ones, as the people who stand next to a computer that does their job for them.
Yeah. Stands next. Okay. It is kind of funny to think a cashier's only job is to move money, is to scan an item and move money from one person into the business.
Mm-hmm.
Client to the business. That's their job. Money.
Yep, money
Here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is I mean, I have no disrespect towards any cashiers, but if you do think about it, it is like, you know, a computer can do that. You can actually go follow your dreams.
Yeah, actually, a 5-year-old can do it. That has never held a job.
A responsible 5-year-old.
A responsible 5-year-old.
Not one of the dipshit bad ones.
It's actually funny because now that you think about it, a 5-year-old would be less responsible than the computer. So just let the computer do it.
Yeah.
By the time you're 5 years old, you know how to steal.
Yep.
And they're going to want to steal it. The computer doesn't know how to steal.
Yep.
And so
Not yet.
the problem with, so I think that AI is necessary now. It's going to be necessary because there's going to be less babies. But the problem is that I think actually everyone's IQ is going down. So I think everybody's fighting for the nonsense jobs because they're so stupid.
Yeah.
So everybody's real dumb, and they don't want to be scientists that are in charge of the AI because it takes too much effort.
Right.
They want to do what the AI is doing.
Right.
So
It's like Idiocracy, the movie.
yeah, and I've learned that, before AI was a thing, Idiocracy probably wouldn't have been realistic. Now it's actually, as of very recently, it is a lot more realistic than it was a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really funny because it's going to be like people are going to be fighting over the dumb jobs and they can't do anything. So then they just kind of like, okay, well, what do I do now? So only the smart will survive.
Yeah. Well, if you watch Idiocracy, the movie, all of the dumb people, the really, really dumb people who are just living in this world, ignorance is bliss, man. They're fine. It's not like, even though they're living in trash, they don't know any better. So
Yeah.
ignorance is bliss. I do think, we are born in a pretty badass time, because by the time it gets to that point, we already know how to, I don't know, I guess we know technically a lot. I'm not saying me and you are super smart people, but unlike Idiocracy, we know that you can't pour Gatorade on a plant and expect it to grow. So
yeah, I think we're the last ones that know that.
yeah. So it is kind of cool where we were born.
I think
I think AI is it's like, definitely for us, it's going to be amazing at first. It's going to be amazing. AI is awesome for us.
and
'cause
then
it's
everybody's
hilarious.
going to get real dumb.
Yeah.
And rely on it too much. Where for us, it's like a tool. But for other people, it's like they've been using AI they've like grew up using stuff like that. So then they're not any smarter than it.
But what are they going to be more advanced at than us? Because they will advance somewhere. They're younger than us. Younger generation is always going to be smarter than the past generation.
I don't think that's
certain
necessarily.
In a certain sense, yeah.
I don't see where. If
So-
you constantly rely on, like, okay, do you think people that went to high school during COVID are smarter than us when we were in high school?
Well, they are smarter socially than, well, here's the thing. Because they took all that time off, they spent way more time on the internet, and that's how they used to cope with their generation. So the past generations are going to do that as well. So by the time we're super old, technology is going to outlast us, and we're going to be old and be like, oh, I don't want to have to learn this new technology, when everybody younger than you is using it. So you're not going to know how to use it. So you are going to be dumber. That's why, like, it's hard to explain like TVs to old people and like the internet to old people. And it's kind of annoying to teach them because they don't want to learn it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
So you're just as smart as whatever generation you grew up in.
So whenever the power goes out, does that make them mentally challenged?
Yeah, because that, I guess that level of technology's gone away. I'm just a white guy spitting on a podcast, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about. But in a sense, yeah.
Yeah. I think the more you use, I think it's all a fake thing. It's all not real. Everything on I think AI is going to be useful. But like, as far as you're saying, the internet, people use the internet, it's not even real. It's all fluffy shit. It's all fluffy shit.
It's all of it is. And it's fun. What's funny is, like, I don't mean to be those guys on the internet just talking about how crazy the world is right now. I remember a textbook in 5th grade learning about pyramids. And they were talking about how the pyramids were made by the Egyptians, and they would like pull these rocks and set them. It's like somebody literally spent all their time to make up this theory or lie, whatever you want to call it, to put in a textbook to teach kids when they didn't know what actually happened. There's no like actual recollection of people building those pyramids.
Yeah.
But when you're in 5th grade, when we were, that's what we were taught. So that's what we thought happened. Now, like you see on the internet, there's all kinds of theories or how the pyramids were made. Nobody really knows. But it's like, at one point in time, they're like, listen, this is what happened, even though they didn't know that. This is what we got to teach an entire generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so everything on the internet is kind of fluff. And here's another example of it. Yesterday, with my client and my Uncle Craig, he came in and we all started wondering. We all got a little curious about the difference between sympathetic and empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody listening to this can totally, if you have any proof of what these definitions are, go ahead and write us in and clear up the confusion, because we looked up the definitions of sympathetic and empathetic. Do you know what they are?
I always get them mixed up, so I don't know.
Everybody does. Even Google. Even the internet. So we read through like 5 definitions. And like 2 of these definitions said that sympathetic means that you understand when somebody's going through a painful thing. You can understand their pain, but you don't feel their pain. But you can understand why they're sad.
Mm-hmm.
An empathetic person sees their pain and starts to get bad feelings from another person's pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what 2 definitions on the internet said.
Mm-hmm.
So sympathetic, you can understand why, but you're not feeling their pain,
Mm-hmm.
their sadness. Empathetic is you are feeling sadness from another person's sadness.
Mm-hmm.
The other definitions were flip-flopped. It said sympathetic people can feel other people's sadness.
Mm-hmm.
And empathetic people can understand their sadness, but not feel it.
I'm an empath, so.
I'm an empath as well. But isn't it hilarious that, like...
Actually, no. If I had to guess, I would say that sympathetic is the one where you don't really feel that. You're like, oh, I feel bad for you, but you don't actually feel bad with them.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a sympath.
Yeah.
You're an empath. I'm a
an
sympath.
empath. Maybe that's a dynamic duo.
Yeah, I'm a sympath.
But according to the internet, they can't tell which is which. Because some of the definitions were flip-flopped.
Because they're fluff.
Because the
It's
internet
all
is
fluff.
The internet is fluff.
The internet is fluff, dude. Yep. It's a sad thing. We never put our freestyle in the podcast.
Yeah, we did. I inserted it a little while back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I, or should I insert it right here? What do you think?
Or should we have had one of them there and one of them here and have 2 of them?
We can do that.
It may happen. We don't know. We have to go back and listen to them.
Whenever we edit the podcast.
I talked a lot about fucking a bloody corpse, so that may not enter the internet.
Yeah, but just know that freestyles did happen where Poppy and me as well a little bit did rap about having intercourse with a corpse. So, do you have any announcements for the podcast?
No. Just know that the internet is all fluff. It's more fluff than you think it is.
Yeah, even what we have is fluff.
Oh, it's all fluff. That's all. All of our shit is just nonsense.
It's not nonsense, but it is fluff and fun.
Fluffy fun.
Fun and fluffy.
Yeah.
Give us a follow on Instagram, Today's Pray. Give us a follow on TikTok, Today's Pray Podcast. And we have 69 subscribers on YouTube. You could be the 70th. Check us out, motherfuckers. Yeah. Check us out. Check us
Noble Beats Production.
Just got out of school today, and I'm getting really fucking angry. Getting mad and my hair's getting gray. Oh shit, I'm turning like 40. Oh shit, I'm a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
School wasn't yesterday, damn.
No.
My life's passing me by, and I don't know why. I'm filled with angry, and I'm filled with cry. Tears in my eyes. If somebody talks to me, I might just die. of emotional distress.
Stress.
Motherfucker, emotional distress.
I'm so distressed. Everyone looking at me, I'm depressed. I'm so angry, I just dressed. And I'm going out inside my best. Yeah, I'm going outside. Everybody sees that I'm dead in my eyes. I want to punch some fucking white guy. And then I tear out his hair and he dies. And he goes, oh, that hurt me. I said, how about I fucking rip out your fucking rib cage? And then he goes, oh, I wouldn't like that. And I say, how about I hit you with a baseball bat? He goes, why do you keep asking me my preference? And I'm like, I don't know. You're not my brethren. And I punch him in the fucking ass, spitting all over the mic and I pass gas. Yeah.
I just whipped your ass. You thought you could get away? Motherfucker, here's some me passing gas on your fucking ass. I just whipped your ass and then I farted in your face. Guess what? If you had 2 rib cage, I'd rip them both out in a motherfucking rage. But you only got 1 rib cage. I'm gonna have to have fun with it. I'm gonna hit it with a motherfucking baseball bit. A baseball bat. It goes crack against your motherfucking protection of your heart and your lungs. It's the bone that's in between your skin and the thing that keeps your blood pumping. Yeah, your ribcage is gone, motherfucker. I'm an angry 40-year-old man, motherfucker. I got so mad today, I got in a fight, motherfucker. And I have to go and get me extended with a knife, motherfucker. Yeah, I can't fucking stop from getting in these fights every fucking time. I can't ever stop because the cops, they want to put me away for getting in fights too many times.
I fucked the man's corpse out. I beat the shit out of him. Fucked his belly, fucked his back, fucked his shoulder, fucked his ass crack. Yeah, I touched his buns, I spread him open, I gave him love. He said, I'm not dead yet. I said, that's fucked up. You're supposed to be dead, so I hit him in the head. I hit him in the head, in the noggin. Everybody knows that I'm bugging. Yeah, I'm looking at that guy. He's a fucking guy that just saw me do that shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. When people see me do bad shit, I fight back. So I go and I chase him down. I'm running down the road and then I see he says, what do you do, bro? I said, I work construction, but I'm so angry and sometimes I work as a librarian on the side. And it gets me all fucking fired up and fried.